What's up, everybody? It's D's where I got a reaction. I'm about to react. Charlie Kirk. He's in the show. Whatever podcast. You ever watch the ones? They have a lot of people in there, like especially girls, that they're in like sex industry. They're strippers or those live stuff right there, or all those things. I don't know, other things, escorts and everything else. And it kind of feels bad, everything, when they're saying something, man, because they kind of feels like they don't know right from wrong. And when I think about it now, if they're really thinking about the way how they're thinking, because they had traumatized their whole life, man. And when I'm starting thinking about it now, I feel bad for that, because I do have a cousin that I found out not too long ago, because she's been having a hard life. And I heard some stuff about my cousin, man, and I'm just like, man. So this is why I'm thinking about these girls right here that's in that show. When that's the first thing I was thinking about that from my cousin. So, but anyways, let's go straight into this. All right.
Have you to me?
Oh my God, Molly.
Huh?
Of young men, and having struggled with myself, totally acknowledge it. So no one.
Have you to me?
Oh my God, Molly.
Huh?
He's thinking.
I've never heard of you before, so.
Oh, you said one up me?
That's the answer, because your wife is watching.
That's true. I've never heard of you before. Yeah.
That was kind of out of pocket.
Now that's random, huh?
Okay, so
He didn't like it.
Charlie Kirk, your political commentator.
Yeah. Can I say one thing now?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Molly, I have sympathy for you. I do. You're trying to cope with the
She said, "Thank you." See, man, that's what I'm talking about. Them girls right there, or anybody in that kind of that have a life like that. Oh man, they don't understand. So
Go ahead.
Molly, I have sympathy.
Okay, so
all right, so I'll go back a little more. My bad.
Charlie Kirk, your political commentator.
Can I say one thing now?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Molly, I have sympathy for you. I do. You're trying to cope
"Thank you."
with the suppression of your soul. And filming yourself having sex with other men and filming it is not the highest and best use of the talents that God gave you. It's not.
I think
And
that is a talent God gave me.
Damn.
It's not the
See, man, that's what I'm talking about. This is I'm talking about these girls don't know what the hell they're talking about, man. That's not cool. Who wants to get married with somebody like that? Oh my goodness.
highest and best use, and it's not a
Sorry,
talent.
anything like
as
that.
I said, in my belief, it is should be saved
I
in a
think he is
sacred
cute.
domain. We're not going to
It's
agree
not
on
cute.
that, but I hope you change course. I think you'll be happier and more joyful, and I pray you don't have to suffer too much to realize that.
Well, in my belief, this is my most happy and joyful.
Yeah, but watch. Look, I'm just thinking about this. Okay, when you get a little older, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, I don't want this girl." And you're kind of old now, you know. I want a young girl, because everybody wants something new about that, a young. But what can she do after when she's older now? I don't know, man. She's not that smart, so damn. Like, let's keep going.
So if Molly made like a huge pivot and started doing politics, would you support her political like runs? And
Man, I wouldn't even want to listen to what she's talking about right now. How the hell she's gonna put on some freaking political stuff? She'd be like the most dumbest person to do it. This is crazy. She's gonna come over there like, "Do you want me right there? Do you want me? Come on!" Like, shut up, man. So she's tripping.
bids.
It's not a matter of politics. I mean, I want what's best for all of you here, and I don't think filming yourself having sex with men is the highest and best use of your talents. In fact, I think it personally has done a lot of damage to a lot of young men. And don't take my word for it. Look, you can read the book by Gary Wilson, Your Brain on Porn. It is the #1 drug in America right now, and it impacts
Well, it
men.
definitely isn't healthy.
Okay, so it's not healthy, so
No.
we agree. So
Yeah.
let me ask a moral question. What do you guys think of dealers that push fentanyl? Good people or not good people?
Probably not.
Not
Yeah.
good people.
So
I mean, that's
if we
killing
agree
people.
that
Porn
is a
isn't
drug,
killing people.
but hold on a second. If porn is a drug, how is Molly not either drug dealer or a drug manufacturer?
How is
It's different
comparing
levels
porn
of
to fentanyl?
addiction.
There's so many other drugs.
Well,
Like
hold on,
weed is
but-
not fentanyl.
But
She'd be like, "Hey, no talking, no talking. You're just gonna say something that'll make no sense. Just stop it."
we agree.
Porn's
Well,
fine.
I wouldn't say weed is fine, but it is not as bad as fentanyl. But
I mean, there's different levels.
do you believe
to, like,
porn is a drug?
I think it's an addiction. A drug is a no.
So what does porn do to the male mind?
I don't know. I'm not a male.
Okay. Yeah. It is the same biochemical release as cocaine. It's almost identical. In fact, it's even more powerful at times. Not to mention the damage it does to their relationships and how it has to rewire their brain. That goes without saying. But I don't
really see the comparison with like fentanyl and porn though, because fentanyl actually kills people and
is highly addictive.
So
I know right now currently like porn addiction is not recognized in the DSM-5 as a legitimate addiction. The only behavioral based addiction would be drug addiction, something like fentanyl or whatever. Every other type of addiction is something that's like so that you can't, or sorry, not drug based, gambling. That's what it is. Gambling addiction is very real, but I don't believe porn addiction is. I think you can have.
Yeah, it could. No. People can get very addicted with porn. I'm like, bad. It's like they can't wait. Just like, oh my goodness, I need something right now, huh? Just to watch that. It's crazy. People are really like that. It's an addiction, just like gambling or something else. Anything like that, you could just get addicted. It's all bad.
Impulse control issues with porn, but that would be like any other thing that you could have difficulty controlling, like your consumption of.
So,
go ahead, Molly, please.
So my question
here.
is like, I
Okay.
kind of have a comparison.
Hold on. I'm gonna let her talk because we know how she talked earlier, but let's see if she's gonna make sense.
Of my own, and I'll try and sum this up as fast as I can.
Okay.
But basically,
okay.
When Prohibition happened, people said that alcohol, it was not good for you. It led to deaths, it led to arguments, negative things, whatever. Prohibition happened. People still found ways to have parties with alcohol, drink alcohol, speakeasies existed. The only thing that happened was people didn't stop drinking alcohol, people started getting arrested and punished for it. And it started ruining people's livelihoods in that way instead of in a way that they have control over. Meaning that they can stop the addiction by getting help at any time. So my question is, if you think porn is so bad, like an addiction like that, what's your solution? Because if you're going to get rid of it, it's still going to exist.
Well, the first solution.
Okay, I think I understand what she's trying to say.
I mean, can you at least agree, Molly, that minors shouldn't be viewing porn?
100%.
Yeah, because she's just saying, okay, if you're watching it. Okay, anyway, let's keep listening. My bad. I'm staggering too much.
Good.
My bad.
Yeah.
Well, the age verification's a little bit.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that. Utah and Texas passed laws that sued that made it more robust. You had to actually provide an ID, and Hub didn't like that because they said it would limit their traffic. So would you all agree that if there was robust ID checking, that would, like 18, we can at least agree we could draw the line there?
Yeah, I feel like that's the normal age for
Okay.
everybody.
I'm glad to hear that. So on the other side, though, I mean, I think we have to acknowledge that the average American male spending anywhere between 45 minutes to 90 minutes on websites, it varies. I mean, this is a new phenomenon, and I just want to reiterate it, that highly interactive, three-dimensional video that triggers dopaminergic responses in the brain is unlike anything we've encountered. The science is still being studied, and Gary Wilson's book is phenomenal on this, Your Brain on Porn. In fact, it is the most used, let's just say product, we don't have to say drug, product for young men in this country. And I guess you would all say that, let me just ask you, how many of you are thrilled with the status of American men? You think
Which one, like the new ones are?
that they're strong and confident and they tell
They
the
like
truth?
that. They like
An
that.
American man as an Irish girl, definitely.
Okay, well then, you're the exception.
They're all horrible.
Okay, because one thing what they're talking about right now, because if it's young, like under 18 and stuff right there, or 20, whatever they say now, if you're young, because I was watching, I forgot what show it is. You ever seen that one that, remember Ice-T, Law and Order? Man, that show's crazy. That show one right there. But I remember this one, I watched it, and I don't think he was the person that worked that one, but it was this young boy. He's probably like 10, 11 or something, and he was, because he watched porn from his dad, because he had porn, so he steal it and he watch it, and that dude just started raping girls. It was crazy, and he just thought it was because that's what he watched, that little movies and stuff. I was like, damn, that dude. I mean, that's nothing to laugh about. I was like, damn, that thing's crazy. But yeah, man. So what they're saying right there is, if you're young, it can really mess you up in that kind of way. Especially,
Okay, yeah.
just like y'all doing it right there for money right there. That's That's not cool. I mean, all
Hold
around.
on. And I'm not going to say it's only because of porn, because that would not be fair. But porn consumption does not make better men.
No,
You agree?
I agree 100%.
So that's where I'm just trying to introduce into the conversation. You said, what is the solution? So I would just say, Molly, my advice, my ask for you is, for people to stop participating in it. That's not going to happen because the money is so good. But we should draw the line at 18. It should be very, very hard to access. But to your point, Molly, you're not wrong. People would always find it. But we should draw a line in the sand somewhere, especially with minors, or have some sort of, we should have some sort of acknowledgement that this is destroying parts of society. And I won't say it's worse than fentanyl, but in some ways it's very, very sneaky. A lot of married men watch pornography. As I said, I've had my own personal struggles with it. It's incredibly addictive. It's incredibly powerful. It also creates depressive effects in about half of the men that consume pornography. And I would just say that, young ladies, it affects women differently than men. Men are 50 times more visual oriented than women. And that's not to say that women don't consume pornography. They do, in increasingly higher rates. But I think it's a social toxin right now.
I don't think that's anything.
Hold on, just a second.
Charlie Cook Enjoyer donated $200. Hey Charlie, just want to say thank you for everything you do. You are a force for good in America. Great to see you on the Whatever podcast. Question, would you ever consider running for office?
It's so scripted. No, not anytime soon. But thank you for the $200 to.
Wait, I have a question for you,
Yeah,
actually,
please,
just
sure.
because I don't
Yeah.
really know who you are, but there's a lot of
You're very
politics.
lucky. You're very,
okay.
very lucky.
I was just what do you do? Because I've seen you've mentioned politics, and now that what do you?
I run an organization called Turning Point USA. I'm a conservative, if you haven't figured that out, and a Christian, and I host a 3-hour show every day in my name. So
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Let's switch.
I envy you that you don't know.
He's like, don't know me? Y'all tripping. Hey, interesting to see other stuff about that. See both sides and stuff. But I'm telling you, you see this and that show, this one and Fresh and Fit and the other ones that right there. It's all the girls. When you really think about it, you do feel bad because you're talking about later. Think about them in a couple years. It's going to be low from the stuff and everything. So, yeah, man, that's crazy. Well, hit me in the comments. Tell me what you think about this, man. I guess there's multiple of them with them. So if you like it, like and subscribe. Hit me in the comments right now. And if you do, I'll watch another one with him. So, all right, man. Tell me what you think. All right. Peace.